It's your time for growth time. So today it's a short and sweet coaching on the one conversation that can change everything and why you're probably not willing to have it. But yet, if you have this one conversation, there's that great shift, there's that great change, there's growth time that's ready to take place. So, what is it? What is that one conversation? The one conversation is the one you're not having. It's the one you've been avoiding. The conversation you know you need to have, but you haven't done it yet. That's the conversation that can change everything. And so, why aren't you doing it? Why are you not having that savage conversation, I call it? Savage meaning real, just raw and authentic, just primitive, right? We need that in order to see that shift and change. Well, I'm going to give you three thoughts, three mindsets that we need to break through in order to attack and have courage to have that conversation. Number one is you're not sure what's going to happen. That's the one. I'm not sure what's going to happen. You're afraid of the outcomes. You're afraid what may happen. You're afraid of even having the conversation. And it may cause some fractioning, some conflict within the relationship or not a comfortable environment. And so you're driven by fear, like you don't know what's going to happen, so the unknown prevents you from having that one conversation. And number two, look, it's going to create internal stress, and external stress is probably going to result. No one likes to have those savage, real, authentic conversations. They create that butterfly, that tension point, that uncertainty inside, and who wants that? And then we know if we have that conversation, it could require some external change with us or with others. So we kind of not want to do that. And then number three, like you don't feel you're qualified. It's like that imposter syndrome. Like self-doubt creeps in. Am I good enough? Can I have it? Is it going to be effective? And so you avoid it. Now, we tend to avoid the pain. We'll deal with pain and frustration for long enough until we're willing to have that one conversation that can change everything. So how are you going to go do it? Well, years ago, I ran into a situation. It was with my father. It's those personal relationships that can be struggle to really have a savage conversation with. And the pain and frustration became enough where I decided to go to him. And I was really real, really authentic, and just really raw in how I felt about the relationship. And wouldn't you know, by taking courage and going and attacking it, it changed. The relationship changed. It grew. It got better. And that shifted and changed everything. And I could think back to leadership. And I had a manager I was leading, worked with him a number of years. It was like that big brother, little brother relationship. He did a great job, but he had that rough spot on his edges. And that rough spot causes tension with his team and with the customer service. And so I avoided it. I didn't want to deal with it. But yet when I finally took the courage and got real, authentic and raw in that conversation with him, things shifted. He actually changed. The culture changed. So it was impactful how that one conversation I was avoided changed everything. And then look, the hardest conversation we're going to have, the one we always avoid, is that conversation with yourself. When you have to look at yourself and you have to look at your actions, your mindset, your attitude, and all your behaviors that are either causing you pain and conflict or your leadership or it's impacting others. But if you can have that one conversation with yourself, if you can go savage on yourself, get real authentic and raw with yourself on where you're at, things could start to change. Things could start to shift. Don't avoid that one conversation. So there's no easy way through. There's no easy medicine, no short coaching through it. It's got to take courage. You've got to hit that bubbling point where you say, I want change, I want shift, and I'm willing to face that one conversation, that one I've been avoiding, that could shift and change everything. So that's what I want you to think about today. As I've had this message of growth time, who is that one person? Was it someone in your life? Was it someone in your leadership? Was it that business partner? Who is that one person that came to mind that you said, I've been avoiding this one conversation? Take courage, get motivated, get inspired, get into growth time, and go have that conversation. If you stumble, if you fumble through it, it's okay. It's your growth. It's your growth time to learn to get better at those savage, real conversations. So go do it. You're going to like the outcomes. You're going to like the change. Change is better than staying in that same spot you're stuck in. If you need support, you need help, hey, coach is here. Reach out to me. Let's coach through it. It's a big bucket. So what time is it? It's your growth time.